What is up, you beautiful people? Today I'm in the garage, and as you can see, there's no S10 in here. So, after last weekend's stuff, I just left the S10 in the box because today is Memorial Weekend. So, normally during this weekend, my local track, Marion Thunder Valley Dragways, hosts 3-day races, and I figured that I need more seat time in the truck, so I figured we're just going to leave the thing in the box, and we're going to run down there today, and we are going to get some more testing in. So I think what I'm going to end up doing, I'm going to sign up for no box, which I don't bracket race, but when you sign up for a class, you automatically get 2 to 3 test passes, and then you get 1 elimination pass. So I figured no matter what, I'm going to get 3 to 4 passes today. And then I guess if I get eliminated, they'll do test and tune after. So I figured I can get 3 passes for sure, maybe more. So I figured might as well just go do it and get some testing in. I need some more seat time, and I need to figure out a tune-up on this truck. As you know, the 4 passes we did the other weekend was not enough. So we're going to be headed out to Marion. I got some loading to do. I got to put the fuel jug in there and everything like that, hook the trailer up. So I'm going to get doing that as well. Jub is coming. Chad, Jub's brother, is also going to be coming. And we're going to have a good weekend. London and Brooke are coming too. So it's going to be all of us. We're going to be having a good time. And then hopefully we get some data. Hopefully we can do some mid-5s. Maybe do a personal best, which is what I'm hoping for. So we just got to hope the track is there and I hit the tune-up correctly. So we're just there to test things out and get this thing rolling again. So yeah, that's it. I'm going to go hook up the trailer, and when you guys see us again, we will be at the track doing some passes.
Mr. Eazy, try and make this thing go straight.
So I'm gonna pull 10.5 degrees of timing for 0.4 of a second.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna slow ramp it back in over a second.
Try not to blow the tires off out of the hole.
And then I got 10 pounds in it until like 1.3 into the pass, and then we're gonna ramp in 15.
Nice.
So hopefully that will get down today's track. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
And we'll send it to the ECU. Probably definitely good.
Logan getting her fueled up.
That we are.
About a gallon in. Keep the weight low. like Logan just did 153 mile an hour.
I don't know.
It might have been a 9-second pass. I thought he was going to let off, but it looked like too good of a pass to let off. Meet him back at the trailer here, see what he did. Here comes Mr. Eazy. Let's see what he ran. Look good.
Pulled way too much timing on the hit.
Was that a 9?
No. Was it? Oh my god.
What'd you run?
It ran a 9 at 100 mile an hour.
982.
Yeah.
What was the mile per hour?
114 mile an hour.
Oh, nice. Nice.
But I immediately let off the trans brake and I could feel it just go. Look at your 360 cam.
Oh, my camera fell? Jesus.
So I think we pulled too much timing
Ooh.
out of it.
I
Because like
folded my 360 camera down.
I let off the trans brake and it was like, and then I shifted. It shifted to third. It shifted to third, and it was like, so I don't know if boost is oscillating or something like that.
Okay.
So, but I mean, it did 984 out of 114. So
That's real. Did you stay in it the whole way or not?
no. I trapped the 8th at 120.
Okay.
And then I went quarter mile to 114.
Okay. So yeah, I was really light then.
I kind of drove out of the groove a little bit too. Oof. We might need another pound of air pressure. We're wadding that up hard. But that ain't bad, I guess. I'm gonna get out of these pants though.
So right here, I lost my sound GoPro malfunction here, so the next so on minutes is not going to have any sound. So this is the second test pass of the day. I'm lining up in the burnout box, and burnout looks good, and we're just getting ready for everything here. It was pretty hot out. It was 90 degrees, and as you could see, all the white speckles on the track, that is cotton from the cotton trees down in the valley there that have blown onto the track. And you can see that the groove is not good, and I pulled up right in line with all the rubber that is pulling off the track. These bracket racers don't do burnouts through the line, so they just pull up the rubber as they go. Right here on the 1-2 shift, you see I got squarely there, pointed at the wall. A little bit of a finger up moment. Try figuring that out. I think we got a good turn on it. Danny's pulling up for his first test pass of the day. Danny set out first round test pass, and this is his first run. Danny is working on this truck. He back halved it and did a extended travel front end on his truck this winter. So he's in the gist of just needing to get test passes as well. And this is his first pass of the day. He's got some pretty rowdy two-step too. So as you can see, the front end comes up huge on this. Good pass, stuck to the track. Right here, we're getting the truck ready. I talked to Lance Richter, and he told me to end up putting more rebound into the rear suspension to stop the truck from wadding up the suspension. So this is right here. We're counting how many clicks we got into the rebound and how many clicks we got into the compression, and adding more to the rebound and noting this all down. I got my notebook out, so I ended up writing this down so we know where to go from here on out. The settings we got in the truck before this was good on the streets, but they're not good on the track. So now we have notes, and we can go back to look at those notes and find out what we need to do versus street versus track settings here. Job's just counting them back for me, and then we're moving over, doing the other side. Spilling water all over the truck, draining out the water box. I got a little spigot down there that gets all the water out of the truck. Sorry I'm bad at talking here, but if you guys just bear with me, I promise that I will not forget my camera on the toolbox at the house, and we'll bring that here because GoPros are not reliable, and this is one of the reasons why GoPros are not reliable. Counting them back, getting all set. We ended up putting 5 clicks of rebound into each side. And then we get the truck ready. As you can see, I'm noting it down. We get the truck ready, and then we head back up to the line. So right here, I'm supposed to race that guy right there, and I end up pulling up into the lanes. Some car in front of me. Like always, it seems to never fail that when I get in the burnout box, a car in front of me has to oil down the track, oil down the starting line, whatnot. So now I got to back up out of the line, and I need some guidance. I'm yelling at Jub, guide me in. That car right there just puked oil all over the starting line. Pretty bad. And they were just wiping it down, wanting me to go into there, but they found out that it was going to be a little bit more of a cleanup than what their little rigs could do. And I really wanted that inside line because that inside line was way better than the outside line. Hey, look, there's a S10 with the top chopped off of it right next to me. That truck's pretty sweet. Pro mod right there. Should have left your top on, sir. So the guy just told me to go over to the other lane, which is the worst of the 2 lanes. I watched Danny and Jared go down those lanes, and they could not hook at all. So I really didn't want to go down this lane, but I got to do what I got to do. So we're lining up. Hopefully there's a big smoky burnout right here. You guys see that 980 dial in time right there. Letting off the gas running 980s is pretty impressive, I guess, for a 3,560 pound truck. On the trans brake, bumping in. For some reason the light took forever. Truck coughed, took off, drove out of the groove, and still spun. I got in and out of it 3 or 4 times and could not figure it out. So we head back to the trailer and determine what we need to do. So yesterday, as you guys could see, I left my good camera, this camera, at the house, so we did everything on GoPro. I haven't started editing yet, so I don't know how that's going to turn out. But we went to Marion, and we struggled. The track was not all there. I don't think the track was too hot or too slimy, but it was a bunch of bracket racers, and they just do a small burnout, roll up to the line. They don't roll through the line. So when they take off at the line, they're peeling rubber off the line. And we just had too hot of a tune-up. Our suspension wasn't there. And after almost hitting the wall on my second pass, I went to Lance, who used to race an S10, real similar to mine, but a first gen, and asked him for some suspension tips, and he gave me some tips, and we ended up putting 5 clicks of rebound, like you guys seen in the video, into the rear shocks, and that helped tremendously. But the track was not there. I pedaled it like 2 or 3 times, and every time I got back into the gas, it would just blow the tires off. So I failed on the tune-ups this weekend, and we didn't run any ETs that we were trying to chase. We were up there in mile an hour for that first pass we did, and it was crazy because that was our softest tune-up we had, and we had over almost 121 mile an hour out the back door for having no boost into the truck. So the truck is looking good. The power is there. We got plenty of power, and we got like 10, 12 psi more we can put into the truck. So the power is there. We just got to get the thing to stick. So we put 5 clicks of rebound into the rear shock because when we had launched, the tire would just start squaring up. We'd wad it up, and the rim would try running over the tires. And square tires don't roll very well. We are killing our 60-foot. And I think the one pass that I almost hit the wall in on the 1-2 shift, it just lit up, and I was a little out of the groove, and it just kicked sideways on me, faced it towards the wall. Luckily, I was able to drive out of it. And me being dumb, I forgot to turn my intercooler pump on for that pass. And for some odd reason, I was thinking I was racing this one dude, and he was right next to me, so I gathered it up. Well, he was out in front of me a little bit, and I gathered it up, and I almost reeled him in at the finish line, so he barely went through the stripe before me. It's kind of crazy, you know, for my truck going through the 8th at like 104 miles an hour and going out the back door at 150 after pointing the thing at the wall. The thing's got the power there, so I was never held the truck completely floored for a quarter mile. It's always had something happen that I've had to get out of it, then get back into it. But the power's there. The suspension's not. The tune-up's not. So it was a good weekend. We got 3 passes. We got to hang out with our Sioux Falls boys, as most of them were all there as well. So it was a good weekend. Chad was behind the camera, and I can already tell you that him behind the camera is making this channel go to a whole nother level. It kind of takes the stress off of me having to work on the truck, figure the tune out up, and film at the same time. So he's just running around filming. He's helping with the truck. We're checking plugs and everything like that. So the truck's running flawless. We got 7 passes underneath our belt this year so far. We need about 30 more passes to get this thing figured out. But we're going to keep hitting it hard. I think our next time we're going to go out, I don't have the schedule in front of me, but I think we got a couple shows coming up these next couple weekends. I think a lot of shows. But maybe one of these nights after the shows, we might go out on play in Mexico. So we haven't done any Mexico hits this year, and we need to. So we need to figure out some suspension. I think how the suspension was set up before we started changing things will work on the street. We just have to get the tune-up on point. So we'll have to have 2 settings for track and street, you know, and I'll have to write them down so I remember them. But we're trying to figure this thing out slowly but surely. Getting opinions from people is helpful. I'm going to take them in my head and I'm going to jot them down, and we're going to try them because I'm real unexperienced behind a laptop and on suspension stuff. So it's a Caltrack truck. It's got Caltracks. We got the bars in the lowest hole, so it hits the softest. We are on a slick. I tried to do separation and upper bar angle for the truck, and it just creams the tire way too hard. So we set the truck up to squat, and we're better 60 foots than it was to separate, but we're still figuring things out. I'm gonna get tires coming for the truck, and we'll be doing good after that. So I thank you guys for watching. If you have not hit the link, go buy some merch, and then make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on here, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.